Hello children. Now let me begin the third characteristics of living beings, that is living beings eat food. Living beings perform many activities daily such as wood cutting, carrying load, hunting, etc. As you can see in this picture, a man is cutting wood. Here one of the lady, she is carrying a load, and here we can see a cheetah is hunting. It means these all are living, they all are living beings, and they are doing one or the other kind of work, isn't it? Here there is an activity. The names of some living beings are given below. They help us to work. Okay, what which they are? Let us see. How do they help us? Right here, elephant, bullock, and dog. Here help. Okay, this work I will give you later. So now let me tell you that to do all these works, living beings need energy, isn't it? They get this energy through food they eat. Yes or no? Do we get energy if we don't eat food? No. We need energy. We should eat food to get energy, isn't it? Next, food of plants. How do plants produce their food? Let us see here. Each part of a plant does one or the other activity. Don't they also need food? How do plants obtain their food? Think. Yes, green plants produce their own food. That is why green plants are called as autotrophs. Yes, I'll tell you what is the meaning of autotrophs. Auto means self. Trophs means to prepare. Living beings which produce their food on their own are known as the autotrophs. Now, we can say that preparation of food in plants. Okay, how is that? Let us see. Observe the picture. Four important components needed to produce food by the plants are given. An activity, which, from, and what is given below. Join the statements correctly and write. Yes, through this picture we can say that for the plant to grow, there is very important thing is solar energy, water, mineral salts, and carbon dioxide, which is present in the atmosphere in the presence of chlorophyll pigment. Okay, here this activity I will explain you later. Okay, plants use solar energy, carbon dioxide in air, absorb water, minerals, and salts from soil through roots, and prepare food with the help of chlorophyll in leaf. Yes or no? This process is called as photosynthesis. In simple words, we can say that the process by which plants prepare their food using air, water, mineral salts in the presence of sunlight is known as photosynthesis. Okay. Yes, in the preparation of food by the plants, glucose is produced and oxygen is released. Right here, the uses of these two for the living beings. Okay, glucose is used for the uh, glucose is used as energy provider in the living beings, and oxygen is used to breathe, isn't it? In the same way, here, observe the pictures given below. How do these plants obtain their food? Yes, these are the very different kind of plants. See here, though plants like Drosera, this is Drosera, Nepenthes, and Utricularia prepare their own food, they depend on insects for nitrogen. Listen here, they prepare their food on their own, but they depend on insects for nitrogen content. Nitrogen content is very important for the plants to grow. These are called insectivorous plants because these plants depend on insects for food. You will know about them in higher classes. Okay. Next, food of animals. Animals do not prepare their own food. Yes, as we human beings, they do not prepare their own food. They depend on plants and other animals for food. Therefore, animals are called heterotrophs. Plants are called autotrophs and animals are called heterotrophs. All animals do not eat the same type of food. Look here. All animals do not eat the same type of food. Based on the food they eat, the animals are classified as follows. Herbivore means these are the animals that eat only plant and plant products. Only plant and plant products. Example, cow, goat, sheep, buffalo, deer, etc. In the same way, carnivore, animals that eat other animals. Okay, animals which eat the flesh of other animals and other products are known as the carnivores. Examples, lion, tiger, wolf, cheetah, etc. Next, omnivore. Animals that eat both plants and animals. Okay, animals which eat the products of both plants and animals are known as omnivore. Example, human beings, crow, bear, dog, cat, etc. Isn't it? Living beings grow. Observe the pictures given below. These pictures show the growth of that particular organisms. In every picture, there is an increase in height and size. This is called as growth. In simple words, growth is nothing but the increase in size and height. Okay. Certain statements related to the growth are given below. If the statements are correct, put right mark. If not, put cross mark. Correct the incorrect statement and write. Let me explain this activity in different video. Now let me begin the fifth characteristics of living being, that is living beings move. Observe these pictures. Which living characteristic do they indicate? They indicate that all living beings move, movement. Okay. Yes, all these are related to movement. Movement is a living characteristic, especially of animals. Okay. Next, movement of animals. Movement means chalana valana. Okay. Animals move from one place to another. They have special organs for this. Yes, animals move from one place to another. They have special organs for this. Some animal names are given below. Write their organs of movement here. Okay, I will tell you the same thing in the same video. Plants do not have organs for movement as in animals. Okay, as soil holds the root of plants, they cannot move from one place to another. Remember, children, plants do not have organs for movement as in animals. Like animals, plants do not have any organ of for movement. Okay, as soil holds the root of plants, they cannot move from one place to another. Still, we can observe the following movements in plants, but we can observe few movements like roots growing towards water in the soil. We see that roots getting deeper and deeper in the soil. Okay, next, sunflower plant turning towards the sun. Yes, sunflower plant turning towards the sun. Now let me revise whatever we have learned in this video. Now, children, let us discuss about the points, important points which you have learned in the video. First of all, characteristics of living beings. In earlier videos, we have studied about the two characteristics. They were living beings are made up of cells and living beings respire. In this video, let us discuss about the, we have discussed about the living beings eat food. We have discussed living beings eat food. Okay. Why do we need food? To perform different activities like wood cutting, carry load, hunting, etc. We need food. Living beings need energy. Okay? To perform different activities like wood cutting, carry load, hunting, etc. Living beings need energy, which is got by eating food. Am I right? Next, we have discussed about the food of plants. Food of plants. We know that plants are autotrophs. Autotrophs means cell. Okay. Autotrophs means which depend on they prepare on their own. Plants are autotrophs as they prepare food on their own. Auto means cell. Troph means to prepare. Animals, living beings which prepare their own food are known as autotrophs. Next, photosynthesis. We have discussed about the photosynthesis, the process of preparation of food in plants using air, water, carbon dioxide, mineral salts in the presence of sunlight is called as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is nothing, it is the process of food preparation in plants. This is clear to you. Next, insectivorous plants. What are insectivorous plants? These are the insects which, these are the plants which feed on insects. It means these are the plants which depend on insects for their food. Examples are Drosera, Nepenthes, Utricularia, and many others. Now let us discuss about the food of animals. Herbivores. Herbivores are the animals which only eat plant products. Yes, we have already studied in the bridge course also. Next, examples for herbivores are cow, goat, deer, etc. Next, carnivores. Carnivores are nothing but they are the animals only eat other animals. It means they depend on other animals for their food. Examples are lion, tiger, cheetah, etc. Okay. Next, omnivores. Omnivores are the animals which depend both on plant products as well as other animals for their food. Examples: human beings, dog, crow, etc. Okay. Next, we have discussed about the living beings growth, isn't it? So we can say that growth is nothing but the increase in height and size. Okay. Growth is nothing but the increase in height and size. Next, living beings move. This is the fifth characteristic. Here we can say that many animals they have adapted different movement, different organs for their movement, isn't it? So we can say that man uses his legs to move. Eagle uses its strong wings. Kangaroo uses its lips and bat uses its muscular wings. Okay. Next, movement of plants. We cannot say that plant don't have any movement because we already know that animals and plants is both are the living beings. So we can say that there are two examples so that we can say that plants plan to have the movement. They are root growing towards water in the soil. We see that as we dig up the deeper in the earth, we see the long grown roots, isn't it? So we can say that roots growing towards water in the soil. It is also one kind of movement. Next, sunflower plant turning towards the sun. Yes, we have seen most of the time the sunflower turns its face towards the sun. I hope this is very clear to you. I hope these points are very clear.